Hi everyone, I'm Chanel from Stamping Stilettos. Now I've been promising you how to show you how to make a disc bound junk journal, happy planner, junk journal, whatever you call it. There are a lot of discs out there now for planners, and I have one that I've already made, a junk journal, using the Happy Planner system, which is my choice of disc journal. So this is my current journal that I'm working on, but I have said that I would show you how to make one quite inexpensively from start to finish. So here we go. Now I have got a little project going at the moment, which is a around the world junk journal. Please take a look at my other videos if you want to participate in that. So I thought this would be an ideal time to get started with this journal. So I'm going to show you the basics of making one. This is part one, so we'll see how much we can get through today. So we're going to talk about what you need basically. So we have discs, and these are the Happy Planner discs, and they come in 3 different sizes. So you've got the small, medium, and the large ones. Now the large ones I don't tend to use so much for the journals. I use them for my sticker books. Now these are like £3.33 a pack, so it's, you know, quite inexpensive to make these planners. So we're going to put the big ones to one side. Now this one that I have already made is the medium discs, which when I made it with the small one I found I was running out of space. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a full set of the medium size, but I do have some spares. And as this is a scrap junk journal, we may as well use up our spares. So as I was saying, I'm sorry, I had a bit of a coughing fit, so I had to go off camera for a minute. I do have these odd ones, so you know what, let's use up these odd ones. We need 7 in total for our journal. So I'm going to put the little ones to one side as well. If you can hear a whirring noise, it's because I've got my laminator heating up. Now you can buy the covers, okay? So let me just show you the Happy Planner covers you can buy, and they're in packs of, you get 6, which will make 3, oops, get them out, 3 journals, because you get a front and a back. So these were like, I'm not sure, they were under £10. And so this is the front, and that's the back, and that would be the inside. So for under £10 you get 3 different sets. And it says, do all the things with kindness. Happy, happy, happy. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use one of these sets. I'm going to show you how you can make your own covers. So what I'm going to do is just take one of those so we can get some measurements from it. And as this is an around the world journal, I do have, let me just put my laminator sheets to one side. I have got some DSP, which is this is the USA, like a atlasy sort of piece, and I've got some more pieces there, but I think I'm going to use this one for my covers because I think it's very fitting for the journal that I'm doing. Now what you want to do, let me just measure this first. Let me get my board in here. And what you want to do, this is one of the Happy Planner covers, so I'm going to do it the same size. So we just want to measure what would be the card piece. So it's just a fraction under 5. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's 4 7/8 by, let's have a look. Should have brought my pen up here with me because my memory is shocking. So it's 4 7/8 by 7 1/4. So what we're going to do, I want to cut this down because we need 2. So let's have a look. I really like that map piece actually. I wonder if I can just get that in sort of there. Let's have a look. I think to choose where you'd kind of like it to start. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this down. In fact, let's have a look. Was that about halfway? I'm doing this all sort of a bit daft really, aren't I? So let's have a look. I say, let's tell you what, let's cut this in half to start with. So let's do this at 6. Oops. And then what we're going to do, what did I say it was? 7 1/4, didn't I? So, do I want to keep that bit in? I think what I'm going to do is trim this so that we don't have that edge. So let's just trim that off. Ooh, I didn't do a very good job of that, Chanel. Let's just do it again. That's better. I'm going to trim that off, and then we want 7 1/4. So I'm going to come in here at 7 1/4, and it was by 4 7/8. So 4 7/8, and that is going to be our front cover. Yay, that looks quite cool actually. And then we're going to do the same with this. So we're just going to cut this down to this edge like that, and we're going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to do 4 no, not 7 1/4. Now you can make these whatever size you like. You don't have to make it, you can make it with 5 discs, you can make it, you know, even bigger. But let me just concentrate for 1 second instead of talking. 4 7/8, and that would be our back cover. So we've got that as our front cover and that as our back cover. Now the Happy Planner covers are quite tough. So what I found is to actually double up on these sheets, because to make them a bit stronger. So what we need an inside, because obviously you're going to have that. So what I'm going to do is try and get a DSP to match, and we're going to cut 2 more pieces. So let me just grab some DSP. Okay, so this is the paper pad that I took this from. So let's have a look, and it's so gorgeous. These Craft Sensation pads, oh my gosh, they're amazing. They're £2.99, and look, right, I'm going to show you just how colourful these pads are. I know we got sidetracked here, but I have to show you. Look at these, look, just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's that one. Now I don't really want to cut this up and use for the inside because I kind of like it. So let's find a contrasting. Want something that's going to look nice with that. See, that would kind of work. It's just plain though. Actually, I could use, let's have a look and see what else is in there first. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful cardstock. Right, so that's it, is doubled. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this one because I think this will work pretty well. So let's take out a piece of this, and we need to cut 2 more pieces, oops, to make it more solid. So I'm just going to cut this down. So we need 7 1/4 by 4 7/8. So I've got to cut those down. And then what we need to do is round the corners of these, because I think they look quite nice rounded. So just get your corner rounder. One. Two. Making sure that you push that in as far as it will go. Well, this is going to be a fun journal, this is, because if you've not seen my earlier video today, I have a project where you can all get involved and take part. Basically, I send you some scraps and you send me a scrap back, and I put it in one of my journals. I make a journal from that, from bits from all over the world. So this will be fantastic. I'm super excited. So what we've got here, we have those two pieces. Now you can go ahead and just pop some glue on there if you want. So what I'm going to do, grab my Tombow. Make sure you've got your pieces round the right way. I'm just going to put a bit down, just to, you don't want to do too much because you don't want it coming out the edge. So let's just, oh, I didn't do that corner very well, did I? See what I mean about not doing your corner right? That one's not as good as it could be, but we'll try and cover it up. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to stick those together. What I could do, let's have a look and see if we can make that a bit sharper. Oh, we did it. There you go. Right, I'm going to do the same again. Make sure you've got your pieces round the right way. Like that. And we're going to pop that down. Oops, make sure we've got that right. There you go. Now there's your front and your back cover. Now all that's left to do is to laminate. Let me just move that out of the way. And I have my laminator here. So we are going to grab two. Got two laminator pouches. Now these are very inexpensive, and what we're going to do, if I can open them, slippy little things, I push this right up to the edge here. Does that go in right? Like that, and you should be able to get your second one in as well. It doesn't matter because you are going to cut these out anyway, so I think that's okay. And then bring your laminator in. I don't know if I'm going to get that in shot because it's kind of dangling off the edge. So we're just going to run this, and you're going to have to hold it in place, and we're just going to feed that through the laminator. That was Charming sneezing, who caught that on camera. We've got snow here today, so the whole of England can't cope with it, and it comes to a standstill. So he's working from home at the minute, which is good because I get to spend more time with my man. Right, okay, so we're just waiting for this to go through the laminator. We didn't need two sheets, we managed to do that with one sheet. nearly done. And really, this is great because you can make front covers from anything you want. You could put photos in there and laminate your photos and put them on the front cover. You can do whatever you want. So look at that. Oh, ouch, that's hot. Right, I'm just going to push that over there. And what you need to do now, that looks great. See, that's quite sturdy. So we need to bring in our paper trimmer. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this. Now, what I do, let's have a look. I think I bring it up to this line. Where are we? Bring your edge of your card up to that line there. And let me just make sure, because I don't want to. I'm going to bring it to that one first because I can always cut a bit off. And we're just going to trim that up, and you'll see there's just, I don't know if you can see that there's only a little bit of an edge. I like a bit of an edge because if you look at the Happy Planner ones, they do have a bit of an edge there. So on the Stampin' Up trimmer, I line the card up to this edge here, just here. So let's bring that back in, and we're going to bring that up to, did I bring it up to there? I think I did. Let's have a look, we'll soon find out. Was it that first line? Yeah, that's, I think it was the first line. It might have been the second one now, I've looked at that. Might have been that one there. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can, I think it's actually this first little groove, not this dark one here. It's the second one, I think I did. But you know what, really it doesn't matter if you've got more of an edge. It doesn't really matter. There you go. You can always take it. It's better to do less than do more. So it's not this first one. It's that little groove there that we're taking this to. And we're just bringing that up like that. And ooh, if we can do it. And you need to do that to both pieces, obviously. And last one. Like that. So we don't need that trimmer anymore. I'll put that down there. And then all that's left to do is take in your corner rounder again. We're just going to bring that in and round off these corners, which is super easy to do. And look at that, you've got your own cover, and look, it's got travel on it. Oh, love it. See how super easy these are to make. I just love them. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have like a million on my shelf. And a great way to use up your DSP. Look at that, see? So that's your front and that's your back. And then all that's left to do is we're going to take our Happy Planner punch, and we're going to now make sure that you have it even. And if you see what I mean by even, I've lined it up to that line and that line. And ooh, it does take a little bit to push that through, but it does go. And then make sure you get your right. Oh, I thought I'd done it wrong then. Right, make sure that you do the right proper side that you want. I thought I'd done it wrong then. I nearly had a panic attack. Thought I'd done all that for nothing. Right, so just going to push that in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to empty this, because I find that if you're doing something quite solid, it can kind of get blocked up, like these little holes here, and it won't go through. So if you're doing something that's a bit heavier, you know, like cardstock or these laminated pieces, I just empty it. Oh, get back on. Super easy to get that back on. And then we're just going to make sure I've got my right side. Chanel, right, this side. And then we're just going to there you go. And then we can, that is right, isn't it? Yes. So then what we do, we just take our rings and we're just going to clip them. Now, should I do alternate? Let's have a look. Hang on. That might look quite nice, actually. Oh, look, that actually looks quite sweet. And I've used up my odd, see, look, I've made it quite even. Actually looks quite nice. And then all we do is we just clip. Oh, those. Thought my camera had gone off then. So we're just going to clip those on like that. And it's that super easy to make your covers for your journal. So that is the first episode, making your covers and the start of your journal. Look at that. I am so, oh, that is so super cute. How cute is that? So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked it, please like and subscribe and take a look at my other videos that I have going at the moment. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.